Ashley, would you like to transition us?
Sure.
Yes, please change me. I want to become one of those anamorph things.
I don't
Maybe
know
a
about
lion
changing you
person.
through Animorphs, but we can run on through to the next thing called the Olympics.
Something you would be part of, Ashley,
What, running
with
in
your
the
stamina.
The Olympics. Yeah, I mean all of that, all the activity.
They're
This entire
actually
story is going to be like Ashley plus Tater.
Plus me, doing what?
What's
working
on the
out.
agenda?
Yep.
Oh, I don't.
Okay, so the first
got
part,
it
because I don't know what the hell's happening, but Tater, your take on this is appreciated. So we've probably all seen the meme that went around that showed how Megan Rapone and I believe her sister operate, or at least spokespersons. Rapinoe. I don't know why I said Rapone. This is another athlete named Rapone. Anyway,
from The Sopranos.
Yes. Megan Rapinoe. I fucked that up. Has a CBD company, basically, or is a spokeswoman for a CBD company, and it's been flaunted around for a while now, and obviously in the Olympics, and not disqualified, and Sha'Carri Richardson still is not. And many people are saying that there's a difference between CBD and THC, and that's the delineation the Olympic Committee wanted to make, but it seems pretty hypocritical, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah, to those people, I say a big fuck you, because if they can drink and as long as they're not drunk when they go and do that stuff or like while they're playing, then they should be able to do some recreational stuff regardless. If it's legal, it's legal.
Also, according to Megan, it's been helping out with like pain inflammation, sleeping, her mood as well.
The CBD stuff?
It's part of her training.
Yeah.
So
we'll drink it every day. It's not a big deal. It doesn't do anything.
But
probably a scam.
but she's not.
CBD
But the thing is, she's not banned though.
Right.
She's not banned.
But I understand that they're like, because THC, I guess they're considering it like more of like an intoxicant.
I think there's a big difference between the CBD,
like CBD.
and THC. Though.
Yeah, because it's just more like CBD is just a cream or rub. You're not feeling any kind of like,
Right.
you're not feeling any sensation that weed would give you if you smoke it or eat it or anything like that. But at the same time, I still feel like if it's legal, then it should be legal for athletes. They are athletes. They are doing their own thing. They are making money because they are, doing their job by, doing these athletics that most people can't do. Let them live. They're still people.
So question.
It's not like they're doing cocaine during the thing.
I mean, if they are, then let me see how fast they can run.
So this is my question, and I think we touched on this last time, is it improving their performance to smoke weed before a game?
No.
I'm going to say something pretty rude, but like you could nickel and dime and like nitpick at everything. Like, what are you going to like take athletes' spouses away? Maybe like a quick thing in the morning makes certain baseball players really, really good. You got to take that edge away. Like
take away coffee. How about that? That's more
addictive. Not let them
I
coffee
think.
or sex or drink or do drugs
I do see
or
that. I do
breathe
think
fresh air.
Bad. It looks bad too that it's like a black woman in the Olympics that is getting banned, and then you kind of see these two white women and they're like, oh, right after that happened, let's promote our CBD. And I understand that there is a difference, but it's just the whole visual.
I wonder
itself.
if they did that to promote and take and
show
and
a
to
difference.
Not even to show a difference, but to help her.
Well, she did come out with a statement in full support of Sha'Carri.
Exactly.
That if it's legal for regular citizens, then it should be illegal for them.
Right.
Yeah,
I will say that most of the products you get that have CBD do have some minor. They usually do have a little tiny bit of THC in them. And I try to find the ones that have the bigger tiny bit of THC in them.
Of course you do.
Like I drink Recess, and I like CBD seltzers, and I put a little gin in them, and during the day I just drink the CBD seltzers. It's kind of nice. They're like kind of
good for
a lot of them
relaxing.
have like L-theanine or something, like weird stuff in it. So like the coffee jitters you get, instead of being like all anxious and like awake, it kind of like mellows you out, so you're like really awake and focused, but not shaking and feeling like a crackhead.
Well, it takes the
crack out of the head.
So to be clear,
it makes you a little less Whitney.
Since I don't know what the hell I'm talking about with this, you guys do see the clear difference between CBD and THC, but you're just like it's all bullshit for them to be banned for it, basically.
Absolutely.
If it's legal,
CBD
it
is
should be
basically
legal.
snake oil. I'm about it, but it doesn't. It's just a scam from what
I'm
I've
just-
tasted. But if you are high and you drink CBD or
Mm.
ingest, it makes your high a lot nicer.
Oh, really?
Darius. Darius. How does Darius
Well, I guess I better go.
Get that
down.
mellow.
I'm sorry. I'm
CBD
quiet because I'm
cocktails.
sitting
I
here
got you.
trying to. I heard
Buy
something and I just
CBD?
don't know if it's true that THC. Somebody said that there was research done that it could mask the presence of of performance enhancers.
Oh.
So I was trying to
Oh.
see if there was any article about that. That's why I was so quiet.
Did you find
But
anything?
no, I
Figured
didn't.
you
I
were
didn't.
looking something up.
So
That
I
sounds like some
It
bullshit.
gives you
yeah.
stomach creep.
That's why I don't want to. I don't want to bring
Because
that
my
out.
friend, because
Yeah.
my friends would have
Gorilla
passed
glue.
probation a couple of times.
A performance enhancers. I can't say
Yeah.
anything else. So I don't know how
He
true
means
that is.
Viagra.
So let's
Oh.
let's
don't
leave it
know.
up to the researcher.
But I agree in general
Pfizer.
with what everybody else is saying. Like I don't. Obviously, she should not have gotten.
I'm just very
Um,
against that because alcohol is socially acceptable, though it's proven to do worse. That it's okay
way
for them
worse.
to do that, but yeah, it just doesn't make sense. Let
I've
people.
I've
do
never
what they
done
want.
anything bad while high. Like all I did was eat and like hug
And-
people and make nice food. Like nothing bad ever happened. It doesn't.
Exactly, and then
Alcohol
watch a
can make
good
you
show.
demonic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes you Fran.
Like you try to cook pork chops and you leave them going on the stove. That's
You get on
alcohol.
you get on
Yeah,
a
you
chair.
You don't ruin pork chops. That's a.
We're not talking about that. That never happened.
Oh, that never happened.
You
Okay.
do other things. Like alcohol means like you lose your keys, you don't know where the cab is, you spit in someone's face. you punch
But when you're
someone,
high,
stuff.
the worst you can do is take a political stand against injustice in this world. How's that for a segue? That's a new word. Anyway, so
Segue.
initially the Olympic Committee had said they would not stand for any shows of dissidence, of protests towards any injustices in the world. However, when numerous individuals took a knee during the ceremonies, during their competitions or whatnot, they seem to have been like, oh wait, we'll ignore that rule of ours, and they've not been punished the way they were
So
guaranteed to be punished and expelled from the games.
the argument now is that they are allowed to do it before a competition and during the introductions and when you're speaking to press and the media.
Wait, but at what other point are they even doing it before?
Guessing
Well, when you get the medal, because one of the most famous
Yes.
images and protests in history, and the names fail me, and I that's a bad
When they got
bad
the
Shane.
medal?
They got the medal.
I
They
know the
wrote,
picture.
They raised their fists, and it was the controversy of controversies, and that is in a way the most powerful statement you can make at the Olympics.
Isn't that the point though of a protest? Or if you're taking a stand against something, it's supposed to disturb. It's
Well,
supposed to disturb
so-
you.
Yes.
Yes.
That's
so
what a
their
protest should be.
Not
their
scheduled in the
argument
right
is
time.
Right. Exactly.
their argument is that
And
they
also, this
want-
doesn't do anything to anybody, Like,
does.
it's important, but it doesn't hurt.
The argument is that they essentially want to keep the focus on the Olympics and not on the politics, which I get. But at the same time, if people have a platform for this type of stuff, they should be able to use the platform however.
Okay, but would we be saying the same thing if it was protesting for stuff that we didn't like?
Well, so that's also what they
Probably
said.
not.
As long as it's something that doesn't bother or discriminate or disturb anyone or is offensive, they're happy to let it go about. So, the Black Lives Matter shirt is a no-no. They only will allow T-shirts that promote positivity, which apparently that's not.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was like,
shirts
what?
or togetherness or I don't
But doesn't that
That's not a
mandatory?
protest.
But
It's not-
isn't-
right? It's not a protest at that point any longer.
That's
And-
a parade.
understand that, but they
Yeah.
don't.
Yes.
understand that.
I
It's
like
a parade.
that.
I like that.
that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
But doesn't that mandating vaccines take away your civil individual liberties of free speech, of being granted? They're in Japan, they're a different country. You can't apply American supposed freedoms to other countries, but they're also a free country. And in general, the Olympics is supposed to be like kind of neutral ground. Is that something they should be taking
United
away?
Nations version of like how
Kind
we
of.
handle this kind of thing.
The Olympic Committee makes it political when they choose to make it political, but then want to
Yep.
silence others when they want to make it political and take a stance against
Yeah.
things. And I think it's
Like
just
if you involve countries at all, it's always political.
Yeah.
All
me-
those countries mixed together, it's gonna be political.
Let's transition to something, segue into
Wait,
something.
you mean you want to go
Segue.
off on a different note? You want to
Yeah.
On a
change
tangent.
gears
On
here,
a- on a-
Ashley?
Yeah, switch gears to something that's also worth standing up about, including wearing shorts when you're playing beach
waiting to see how
handball.
you bring that together.
That entire story is just so fucking stupid and
is.
upsetting.
So
It is.
misogynist.
So
It is.
for the viewers and our one viewer, Norway's women's beach handball team was fined for wearing shorts. So essentially, their uniform is basically a sports bra and a bikini bottom, a really thin bikini bottom. And they are supposed to play in these things. They're jumping around in the sand, throwing balls. I don't know about you as an athlete, but I would not feel comfortable running around in my underwear.
That's
I don't
not
understand
super
the
friendly.
I don't understand the necessity.
But
It
the
does,
guys
it does
can wear
nothing
shorts.
to the game.
The
It
guys
just-
can
They
wear
wanna see their
t-shirts
ass.
and shorts.
It just shouldn't be they should have the choice of whatever the fuck they want to wear.
Right. Yeah.
Like-
Yeah, I think they fucked up the
Well, to a
moment
certain
that they
extent.
decided
If it's
to
a
try.
Well,
to
team
yeah,
find
there's-
uniform, yes.
But like the
Yeah.
measurement of the underwear having to be so small is also sizes.
Yeah,
like
it's
they
bullshit.
don't want larger women to play.
Well,
Yeah.
You know?
yeah. I mean,
Like
for the
imagine
most
you have a
part.
big fat
not.
ass, like you're not gonna be able to do it.
Well, I mean, usually the athletes are
Certain people wouldn't be
pretty
able to be
Lean.
pretty
stars.
svelte. The athletes are pretty svelte, but like it isn't like the javelin throwers that are like big burly men with their spider tack. But like
if you look
But
at the
it could
pictures
change.
of them standing together, it's like clothed versus not clothed. It's like
yeah, it's bullshit. They should have the choice. If you're comfortable in those
Humiliating.
panties,
Can we
like
specify that
let
the
'em.
shorts that they were wearing were like spandex, skin tight still?
Yeah.
just in
They're
the
like runner
mid-thigh,
shorts.
Like, yeah, they were not anything that was, taking
not,
away from
also nowhere near
their
as long as the
figure
guys'
if that
shorts.
mattered.
oh no,
No, I
Can,
mean,
can we
they
put
were-
the guys in speedos then? How about that? What about booty shorts
I
for
mean,
them?
yeah.
Like,
yeah, I would
it's
like
nice
to
that
watch
they didn't
that.
have to
Crop
have
tops
lip
for
or
them.
cheek slippage.
Cheek slippage?
You deserve that while playing a
I
sport.
don't
No one
even
needs to see
want to
your
think
clitoris,
about that
you
because
know?
at some point you're like reaching for something like you can't control what pops
You know
out
that
and
thing's
what
gonna
doesn't.
slip in there.
And I guarantee you that's a fine or something if it flies out. Just like if your bra
absolutely.
strap comes out
I'm
when
sure.
you're
Women
doing
are well
gymnastics.
endowed
Right,
in
absolutely.
the front. They're very well endowed, and it's against women. It's against the fat cat women.
And what's
Not
great
fair.
is that the German gymnastics team wore bodysuits. They changed their uniform, their outfits. Oh fuck,
No, yeah, no.
to
Yeah,
bodysuits.
I can't even see them
in-
because they got
in-
those outfits.
in solidarity.
Green screen.
In
Oh, okay.
solidarity, they changed
Hopefully
it.
they don't heat up too much.
I mean, didn't matter. But ultimately, I don't know what happened with them. But anyways, so they did it in solidarity, which is nice. It's just give them the choice. If you're comfortable in the shorts,
Yeah.
let them wear it. If they're comfortable in
It's-
the bikini, let them wear the bikini. If they're comfortable in tights, let them wear fucking tights. It's just
It's
sexist.
not the.
I think they
It's
should
horrific.
look relatively the same.
There's nothing
not the
performance
rule.
enhancing about it.
Right,
It's not the
exactly.
rule that
It
really
doesn't give you an
bothered me.
advantage.
Have the
It wasn't
branding.
the rule- What? Cut the branding?
So, no, have the branding for it
Right.
on there. Like you'll see it sometimes.
Where do
Some
you put
base
the branding on the bikini?
Yeah, just
Do
put it,
you
like, on
do-
the
do you
on the
put it,
chair,
right
like
on
the check. Like say like it's Nike. You put the
The
check
check.
on the side, like they do with like. Michael Phelps would have, I think, the check or the Under Armour, whatever it is, kind of here on the side. You have room for it. I think there's like different versions for team uniforms, and if you want to mix it up, mix it up.
for it.
I just think that
relatively
the rule
uniform
itself
now.
doesn't necessarily bother me that they were wearing that. It's the fine that really, the fact that they're like, no, we're gonna lay the law down on this, and it's like 2021. What the hell are you doing?
How dumb is it though that they still like somebody was like, "We'll pay the fine for you," and we know we need to change. Like, just
Oh,
cancel the fine. You can cancel the fine and say no one needs to pay
there
this
was
thing.
there was
This is
a,
wrong.
a celebrity that
Absolutely.
was
Make the
going to do
change
that for
immediately.
them.
Pink said she would cover it. So
That's
did
who it was,
so did
yeah.
Norway's government. Norway's government was like, yeah, we'll pay for it. I don't know if that's their accent, but close enough.
Well, like, why does anyone even have to pay it? Like,
I
donate the
agree.
fucking
Why is
money to
there
a
a fine?
charity or some shit. Like,
Yeah.
stupid.
To be completely honest, as the other teams, I would have every single team who is in on the movement bitching.
Oh,
I
No
see
one
what
should
you
have to
mean.
pay the
I see
fine
what
at
you mean.
all.
Yeah, to like
Yeah.
pitch in for the fine to show like we're all against this kind of thing.
I thought you said bitchin' with the B, so I didn't.
Bitch.
They shouldn't.
Yeah, they should. I don't know.
I don't know.
It's stupid,
Just dumb.
and that's it. That's my take. 2 words.